Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my little channel on YouTube called Fitter Philosophy. And I'm engaged in a series of narratives at the moment discussing navigating, and the context is navigating humanity, humans, a peculiar odd little hybrid species that at the moment, as far as we know, is monoplanetary, so it's confined to one planet, which a few philosophers would suggest is one planet too many, and thank goodness it's only the one planet at the moment. And if humans do go to other planets, what kind of viral impact will they have? Well, that remains to be seen. I do think that in some ways humanity is growing up and coming of age, particularly with the development of advanced information technology, which within the next 50 years will deliver science fiction fantasies into everyday life, including intelligent self-automated buildings, robots, autonomous vehicles, sky trains, holiday experiences around other planets, and all sorts of peculiarities that tend to get written about by Philip K. Dick and Isaac Asimov, who are very successful and notable science fiction writers. There you go. What a start off to this video we're getting. My focus for this navigation video is good people. Good people are the sort of people that we want to encourage into our lives if we are at all sociable. Good people generate positivity. They also have attributes such as kindliness, consideration, thoughtfulness, good intentions, generosity, good humour. You know, good people are really good friends because they enhance our lives by creating a subliminal frequency of positivity. In other words, a night out with a good friend is a good night out. A holiday spent with a good friend is a good holiday. The calibre of companionship you can have with a good friend is even better than you can have with a lover because it's not conditional on sex. At times, a good companion can be a good friend simultaneously. So, there's quite a number of permutations, but what you're really looking out for is, without being selfish about it, is one's life enhanced by the friendship and the time spent together. And if you have that, then you're dealing with a good person. It's fairly easy to spot because good people tend to talk and do good things. They're a very useful point of reference for identifying bad people. You will find that as much as bad people can negatively influence and impact our lives, with being abusive towards us, stealing from us, misleading us, doing things that the authorities tend to do, good people tend to be far more supportive, and they help us grow within ourselves as individuals, so that over time we become more than we previously have been in terms of depth of personality and character, calibre of intellect, and our own thoughtfulness and consideration to others, because we're witnessing on the daily and weekly basis in the good people around us. Good people will elevate us and lift us up, and when they do, it actually enhances and improves our quality of life. Now, you can view this selfishly, but it's a reciprocal agreement. If you've got a good friend, a good person, you need to reward them with good input and good deeds, because there's a symbiotic effect. When good people are around bad people, they will be brought down. I witnessed this in a company I used to work for called the Co-op, where the culture at the very top of management grew increasingly remote, insular, greedy, and, in my opinion, corrupt. And that's just purely an opinion. There was this manifestation over years, and it happened gradually, not suddenly, of negativity. And gradually over time, the positives outweighed the negatives so much that it was a good time to leave. And I've never looked back. Never, and never will. Good companies tend to get more out their staff. And this is down to good leadership that have a clear goal, understand motivation, understand that yes, threats are occasionally necessary as and when there is no other option. But so much is the case in modern industry that motivation is purely a negativity. It's do this or else, achieve that or else. And there are endless small devices for punishing those who do not conform and who do not subscribe to the negativity. These companies eventually fail, because when you're using fear factor, you've only got one thing to use. And when you come in with something genuinely motivating along with the fear, it doesn't work because it's been outpaced by the fear factor. Good companies, good employers, good people tend to get more out of you because you're willing to do so, because you see that the engagement is rewarded by the positivity of the mutual collection and benefit derived from it. Good people tend to be cheerful, see the positive, always tend to look at the plus side, and in their company you see more of the positivity in the world around us. Good people tend to be more considerate, more thoughtful, more rewarding, more engaging, more connectable, and more proactive in bringing good things to the world, whether it be other individuals around, whether it be a small charity donation or buying a meal for a homeless person rather than giving them money which they spend on drugs. Because you can't swap, a cup of coffee and a sandwich for another shot of heroin. I mean, cold comfort, by the way, but it's true. It really is true. And at this point, the more we have experience with good people, particularly in relation to bad people, the more we can project into the wider world with the organisational structures in the human condition, from governments to administrators to private companies, and you can assess, are they good or are they bad? Because if they're good, they're looking after business, and if they're bad, they're more inclined to swindle you without it seeming too obvious. It's just real life. My final concluding thought is this. We instinctively know who good people are because of the positive reaction they generate within us. We should never confuse this with the gaslighting of a bad person who will pay you a compliment occasionally in order to set up their insult and put down. And they're being serious about it. Good people are occasional in their compliments without being too gushing, without over-egging the pudding, without just doing too much. They get the balance right to maintain the flow of that positivity and that energy, which is always gives you a better quality day in the journey of life. And that's really all I have to say now. Bye-bye.